On 1st and 10, Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Back to throw. Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston is going to go for a big play down. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That catch number 100 for his young career, and remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on third and long. Fields. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Called out a return of 38. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Again, it's Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Fields. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. Going up top. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Come on. I got him. That's me. Zip, zip. 45, Mike, 45. Time to go.
They run it again with Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards, good for the Saints. 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The busy night continues for Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. This to make it a two-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.